It's me again, Damien Gatto. Today we're about to check out a video called 102 of the Craziest Florida Man Stories from 2019. This video is also by a donut operator. Just need to double check that real quick. But besides that, let's have fun and get this party started and see what my home state has to offer.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're going to look at some of the best Florida man stories of 2019. I have compiled a list of 102 of my favorite Florida man stories. These are in no particular order and they are all 100% true. In the comments, people always say, well, why is it always Florida man? Stuff like this actually happens everywhere all the time, but Florida has some of the most transparent government laws, so we can pull these things pretty quickly. The news does and puts them up. Without further ado, let's start at number 1. Florida man shooting at target in backyard hits neighbor sitting at dining room table, deputies say. Florida man doesn't get straw, attacks McDonald's employees.
What is with people in McDonald's? I don't get it.
This one has a video.
Wait. Can you believe a simple drinking straw led to this wild brawl at McDonald's?
He got his ass beat, holy crap. Florida man arrested.
I was hoping she'd grab his dick and squeeze for that kind of behavior.
Mar-a-Lago says he came to talk to Trump about his $6.3 trillion. Florida
Well,
man arrested after hitting dad with pizza because he was mad he helped birth him. Oh no.
what the hell? Oh, you pulled me out of her vagina? Boom! Give me all your money! Like, what the hell? I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. You did that because he pulled you out of the womb? I mean, I don't know how to feel about that.
Deputies walked into a brutal crime scene on this one. They observed chunks of cheese and sauce where the incident happened. Florida man killed ex-girlfriend while trying to get rid of the devil. That's actually pretty tragic.
What the hell? This guy must be on some serious bath salts.
Don't laugh at that one. Florida man denies syringes found in rectum are his. Florida.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Oh, officer, did you find anything? Yes, I found these syringes in your rectum. Oh, don't worry, they're not mine. Someone must have snuck them in there somehow while I was sleeping. I mean, yeah, that excuse is really gonna work.
Man arrested after argument over cheesesteak. Joseph Lagana was angry about receiving sesame seed bun. Florida man accused of burning son to teach him a lesson about fire.
Well, I hope he got arrested.
That's one way to do it. Yeah, this is why Florida man grows up like this. This is Florida dad. This is what Florida dad does, and it creates Florida man. It's a never-ending cycle. Florida man allegedly fooled family into believing murdered wife was still alive. She made
No, I'm not saying that.
have been dead for as long as a year, but he convinced her friends and family that she was still alive by texting and sending photos of the couple's 2 young children from her phone. Holy crap. Florida man.
Well, you can't say the guy wasn't stupid. You can't say the guy was stupid. Wow. I'm impressed he was able to keep up the lie for that long. I'm not condoning his behavior or anything, but I'm just saying, wow.
Chews up police car seat after cocaine arrest. Florida driver finds boa constrictor in his car engine. Drunk, shirtless Florida man harasses people at the park. He was yelling at adults for the way they were raising their children. People leaving the park who'd been harassed pointed out the shirtless suspect, a homeless man with a swastika tattooed on his stomach. He was shouting racial slurs and threatening to kill people. I feel like this is a common thing for Florida man. This one isn't totally out there. This is probably my favorite one of the year. I think I did a whole video based off of this one. Florida man threatens to kill man with kindness, uses a machete that he named Kindness.
Well, in a cosmic sense, he wasn't lying.
Florida man causes highway crash and then steals Good Samaritan's truck who stopped to help. Florida man who drove
What a dick.
Ferrari into water said Jesus told him to.
Why every time someone does something stupid, they want to blame God? Like, that's the most flimsiest, stupidest excuse you can possibly give to anyone.
Florida man accused of luring kids tells cops he can't recall as he drinks 18 to 20 beers before talking to children. Florida man and woman run over by patrol car while lying in the road to watch the eclipse. Florida
Damn.
Man caught exposing himself in Walmart pillow aisle. Old Dennis here was charged January 10th with exposure of sexual organs after exposing himself in the pillow aisle. The newspaper says an officer asked him why he exposed himself, and he replied he was just itching himself because he has crabs.
Remind me to be careful when I'm buying pillows from Walmart. Damn. What's your bet this guy was rubbing his dingling on the pillows? They better have been still wrapped up when he did that.
Florida man beat and pepper sprayed his mom because she was a narcissist. Florida man tried to...
Okay, I get some people can be dicks, even family. I get that from experience. But that's not the way to handle it.
Force Iraqi family out of his neighborhood and said Trump will handle this. Florida man finds World
I hope you got arrested and done in the poop chute.
War II grenade, places it in his truck, and drives to Taco Bell. Florida man learns the hard way he stole laxatives, not opioids. Florida man accused of...
What did he do? Why is my stomach feeling weird? Whoa! Oh crap, I'm really got to change my drawers now.
robbing Chinese restaurant at Finger Point. A worker in a restaurant told police the suspect held his right hand up at her in a position that to her resembled a gun, with his hand in a fist, his thumb pointed up, and his index and second finger pointed straight out. So it wasn't even like an under the shirt, like I have a gun. It was, he just did that.
Give me all your money. That's not a gun, sir. I don't care. Give me all your money.
Good job, Florida man. Florida man spent weeks in jail for heroin that was actually detergent.
Well, you can at least say his nostrils were squeaky clean.
Florida man punted a rabid coyote. Florida man's
What?
for heroin that was actually detergent. Florida man punted a rabid coyote.
Punted a rabbit coyote. Punted or hunted?
Florida man.
Oh, punted. What, did this guy have a golf club, see a coyote just standing there and go like, 4? I mean, really? And please tell me that guy got arrested, because that's just harsh.
And punted a rabid coyote. Florida man stabbed in the back at Gainesville bar over remark on a hat. Wig helps lead to arrest of Florida man in 7-Eleven robbery. Florida man attacks his sister and bites a cop after someone touched his cigar. Florida men, plural, accused of smearing feces in Crunch Fitness restroom and sauna.
And this is why I'm afraid to touch certain things when I leave the house. Now I'm going to be afraid of gyms now.
Florida man tried to run over his son because he didn't want to take a bath. Florida man gets stuck to prepped drag strip surface at the GTR World Cup. Florida woman's maternity photo includes alligator, shotgun, and Bud Light. I'm reaching critical Florida woman levels, she says of photo. Florida man recorded himself having relations with his dog. I remember going over
Man, I hope you went to prison and some big dude named Big Tim turned you into his dog. You sick asshole.
this one because he's a furry. He wore a dog costume while he was doing the act.
This guy makes all furries look bad. For goodness sakes, why? For goodness sakes. I'm a furry, and even I don't like this. This is just plain... Ugh. People like this just mess up the community. I'm just saying.
Florida man throws burrito... You paywall. Florida man throws burrito in woman's face, cops say, and this has happened before. Florida man fights to keep his last $809 after IRS seizes bogus $980,000 in tax refund. Florida man caught on camera licking doorbell.
Sicko. Stop it!
Florida man claiming people were eating his brains leads police on insane golf course chase. Hey, there's footage.
Later, losers!
Rattlesnake carrying Florida man claims to be agent of God. Florida man.
That's what I have to say to that.
Man throws pizza slice at his mom during argument. Florida man fights off coyote with coffee cup. I smashed him.
Came at my legs first. I smashed him in the side of the head with the cup.
Florida man arrested with cocaine stuffed Lunchables. Florida man throws toilet through school board building window in Illinois, is arrested sitting on another. Florida man arrested for allegedly throwing cookie at girlfriend. Arrested Florida
Be technical, is throwing a cookie at someone even considered battery?
couple pleasure each other and
Arrested Florida couple pleasure each... Well... Having sex in the back of a... Being arrested and having sex in the back of a cop car. Should I add that to the fetish list?
back of cop car. Florida man sprayed other inmates with urine. Florida House Speaker apologizes for referring to pregnant women as host bodies in interview on abortion.
I know I shouldn't be laughing at that, but seriously?
Jesus. Florida man sentenced to 10 days for dragging shark behind boat. You guys remember we had an interview with that shark.
I hope they lock them up and throw away the keys.
Florida man rescues grandma floating away on ice throne. Florida men fight over Tupac Shakur. One ends up in jail, the other in the hospital. A smoke cloud in the area leads Florida man to ask cop, "Did you find all my pot?" Florida man actually tried to board a flight to Orlando with a fake grenade. Yeah, I remember that one. He tried to bring a fake RPG onto a flight. Central Florida man broke into home and fell asleep on couch while high on meth. Florida man arrested for punching photo bombing beachgoer before wedding. Florida man accused of intentionally pressure washing his neighbor.
Yeah, I bet you that guy was like, that guy, he can't pull his pants up. I mean, for goodness sakes, if I have to see that guy's dirty crack one more time, I'm gonna have to...
Florida man in Spider-Man mask steals bottles from liquor store. Well, damned if he didn't. Florida man hit pregnant girlfriend with bag of tortilla chips over baby's paternity. Florida man finds bright green iguana in toilet and calls 911. Florida man breaks in a store, flips off security camera. Florida man accused of throwing pancake batter at woman arrested. Florida man accused of exposing himself to Sammy's exotic dancer. Wait, you're not supposed to do?
Florida man accused of exposing himself to What?
Florida man attacked by a crazy squirrel gone nuts. It was raised by a neighbor. There's video of this too.
Why did the squirrel... If the squirrel was raised by somebody, why did it go mad? What was this guy doing to this squirrel? Tying it up to a chair and making it watch that very innuendo-filled movie of Batman made by Joe Schumacher? That would drive anyone insane when you have to see bat nipples and bat butt.
Florida man arrested for selling marijuana because it was Christmas. Florida man shoved woman because he wanted to eat egg rolls in her house. Claims she slapped him. Florida man Googles himself to find out which Florida man he is. Florida man electrocuted trying to remove bird from power line. South Florida man calls cops after being scammed over paid hugging.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of a surveillance video I saw on YouTube a while back. This guy basically hired a prostitute, and basically he lit her handcuff after he paid her. He lit her, handcuffed him to the bed, and you know what she did? She grabbed his clothes, his wallet, all of his other money, and ran right out of the hotel, leaving him stuck to the bed. And when he was able to get himself free, he had to put a towel around his waist and tell the clerk at the front desk. But what the one thing I don't get about the video is why he kept taking on his towel on, putting it off there. I mean, I don't.
Intense hugging. Hey, I wouldn't put up with that either. Somebody call Kiwami, Japan. Florida man shoots and kills pet zebra he did not have a permit for after animal escapes. Florida man leaves cell phone after stealing condoms from Southwest Florida store. Florida man accused of attacking
Condoms aren't that expensive, man. You don't have to steal them.
mom when she wouldn't dress his mannequin.
Well, it depends. What were you doing with the mannequin?
Man says he steals pool floats for heavy hugging instead of horse tugging.
I do know, I've seen it on TLC, I do know there's a guy with a balloon fetish out there, but I still don't get it. How are you going to be intimate with a inflatable? I don't get it myself. What's he gonna do? Get erect, take two inflatables and go squeak, 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 squeak? Like, what?
Florida man told police cocaine found on nose wasn't his.
Oh, of course it wasn't.
Florida man drunk and naked allegedly set house on fire and failed cookie baking attempt. Florida man says too much music and masturbation made him vandalize a home. Florida
Oh, that excuse is the flimsiest thing I've ever heard.
man asks Walmart employee for anything that would kill 200 people. This is my guy right here. Florida man threatens to destroy everyone with army of turtles. Drunk Florida man crashes lawnmower into police car and then claims the cops poisoned him. Florida man carjacks elderly person but can't drive the stick shift car he just stole. Florida man captures infamous gator Chance the Snapper in Chicago Park Lagoon. Florida woman pulls gator from yoga pants during traffic stop.
Why did you have a gator in your yoga pants? What was this gator doing for you? What kind of unusual fetish were you enacting? Why did my mind go there?
Florida man accused of robbing Wendy's after grilling himself a burger is arrested. Florida man charged with pouring ketchup on girlfriend. Florida man charged with using front end loader to dump bucket full of dirt on car his girlfriend was driving. Oh, we talked about this one too. Florida man breaks into home and cuts man's wobbly bits off and runs off with the detached wobbly bits. According to the arrest report,
What happened here? What was the guy like? Oh, this girl violated my daughter. This pisses me off. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break into his house. I'm gonna pull his giblets like this and go, and then run off with him. Toss him down a garbage disposal. I mean, what the hell? Like, why?
yeah, he was
There are better ways to get back at an asshole.
found to have caught the victim and his wife in the act. Florida man shoveling spaghetti in mouth arrested at Olive Garden. He caused a drunken disturbance and was shoveling spaghetti forcefully into his mouth with his hands. What do we pay you guys for? Florida man calls 911 to brag after fleeing deputy. Florida man takes golf cart on wild ride into Walmart store.
Oh, that's not the weirdest thing to happen in a Walmart. I heard of a case where two people brought their horses into Walmart and was riding them like cowboys.
Florida man charged with manslaughter for shooting woman during foreplay with gun. Florida man
If you're gonna do foreplay with a gun, let it be a fake plastic one, not a real one, you dickweed.
steals cash and Tostitos shells from South Florida Taco Bell. And there he is down there stealing tacos and money. Florida man arrested after alleged botched castration inside of his home. Did a whole video on this one as well. Said he told deputies he met the victim on a website and had performed the procedure on another man years before and had even performed it on himself in 2012. Florida man caught with nearly 200 illegal lobsters. They took a trophy pic with it. This one's even better than the last one. Fisherman arrested after Florida wildlife people find him with 67 undersized lobster tails in the Florida Keys. Look, they took a trophy pic with 67 lobster tails. Young alligator beaten and given cigarette on video. Florida teens arrested. Florida man who reportedly bought an $8 million island arrested for alleged Kmart theft. Damned if he didn't. He owned an $8 million island. Bought a bunch of stuff and then returned the packaging with other stuff in it. $300 worth of stuff. Florida woman embezzled $60,000 from new job while on probation for embezzling from old job. Florida man arrested for burglarizing cars in jail parking lot moments after being released. Slice of pizza convinced Florida man to end police standoff. A Florida man who allegedly harasses his family using Coldplay lyrics and threats of violence from his Nazi prison associates was convinced to end his standoff with "Please for a slice of pizza." Florida man brings drugs to a drug bust and gets himself busted. Oh, he wasn't even involved in the drug bust. He just walked up to the scene of a drug bust while carrying meth in his pocket. A Florida man called the sheriff's office to report stolen marijuana. The deputies told him to stop calling. A Florida couple had relations in the back of a police car after DUI arrest. Yeah, a different couple.
Well,
Happened twice last year. Florida man charged with impersonating an officer for a McDonald's discount. The final Florida man story. Florida man parks smart car in kitchen so Hurricane Dorian won't blow it away.
not the stupidest idea.
And that is all I have for you fine people today. I'm going to be streaming at twitch.tv/DonutOperator as soon as this video is released. Come hang out. Other than that, everyone please have a fantastic day.
Straight whacker.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that as much as I did. That was just plain hilarious and awesome. I mean, my home state can be weird, I'll say that much. But besides that, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I did. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. And also be sure to check out my channel, Damien Gatto, Gameplays and Reactions. Also be sure to check out my servers, my channel server, and my gaming server. Links will be in the description. Also, be sure to any comments or any videos you'd like to recommend in the description down below. Have a nice, stupendous day, and hope you all take care. But I'm just saying, that was awesome.